Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of cedh Bling Builds. We had a double feature, right? Yesterday we had a Grixis Commander, we had Kess. Today we have Inala. Came in the same set, right, in the same structure deck. Inala was the featured commander in that set, who introduced the world of magic to Eminence, which is really broken ability, right? Eminence. Now, in other words, Inala doesn't need to be in play to do things, which is great because that saves me 5 CMC worth of problems. Now, I know in my Kess video I said that there's no such thing as Wizard Tribal, but we all know, that the real Wizard Tribal is unintentionally merfolk. Inalla is a human wizard that makes clones of wizards when they ETB. So, as you could, if you could imagine, that means if you have a wizard with a strong ETB or a strong LTB or a strong end of the turn ability, you have a potential for some busted combos. Now, all the way back in the day, in 1974, there was a combo with Inala and Wanderwine Prophets, a merfolk wizard that pretty much gave you a finite amount of turns. That combo in this deck is fine. I don't run it. It's very, very outdated. But, for a budget alternative, that's an option. And we're going to walk through... we're going to walk through a couple of budget alternatives, I think. I don't know the price of a dockside extortionist as of today. So, yeah, let's get right into the deck. So you have Inala, Archmage Ritualist, and then of course you're in black and blue, so you're gonna have a Thassa's Oracle, blah 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 console combo, right? And then you have Dockside Extortionist, not a wizard. Oh, when I make fun of the whole wizard tribal argument, is wizards typically want to do things with instants and sorcery. So the idea is if you jam your deck full of wizards to make it like tribal, then you're not going to have space for instants and sorceries, right? So that's my argument. Anyway, you have a Dockside Extortionist. In this deck, you could do a wacky loop with Dockside and Aether Adept to make Dockside ETB with 6, use 3 to bounce the Dockside, cast Dockside, use that 1 floating treasure for Inala's Eminence trigger, and it will make a copy of Aether Adept, because that's a wizard, right? So that's a wizard combo, right? Boom, boom, wizard tribal, right there. Scholar of Ages. She is a really, really huge Archaeomancer. that kind of messes up my ad nauseum, but there's a really gross combo where you do a loop-de scoop-de whoops, scoop-de poop-de dupes with Scholar of Ages and Spellseeker. As we cross those cards, I'll just mention them. But there's a whole like a wizard chess deck combo list that explains it way better than I ever could. And it's a wizard. Boom! Wizard tribal. Spellseeker, of course. Imperial Recruiter. I gotta follow this out. I use it more and more every day. Vidalcan Aether Mage. Because you want it to ETB and bounce opponent's slivers. No, because you want to wizard cycle it. Try to get some of these wizard pieces to your hand as soon as possible to get these combos rolling. Boom, wizard tribal. Benevolent Hermit, because we all know what it turns. Morphing, whipping up a Benevolent Geist, which is great because when I'm doing spell slinger things, that's one less headache I have to worry about, right? Opponents countering my lines. And then we have Ragavan, not a wizard, monkey pirate, but just too good, right? Just too good of a card, getting some early ritual value. A Dorothy Voidwalker. I'm in Grixis. I have the wheels. Let's get it. So it goes without saying I'm running a Hull Breacher. I mean, Notion Thief. And that's it for the creature package. Holy moly. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 wizards in the main deck. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 for utility, and then the 1 wizard at the helm. Wizard Tribal. Going into our counter package, we have a Pyroblast. Sorry, Red Elemental Blast, Pyroblast. Miscast, Fluster Storm, Dispel, Swan Song, Mana Drain. Mana Drain because Inala will never be on board. I mean, there's like a plan D where if I generate infinite mana, I probably could... Oh, yeah, there's a plan D where I make the infinite Aether Adepts where I could then cast Inala, and then with my infinite Aether Adept wizards, I could start pew-pewing opponents. But besides that, that's a very, very like last case scenario. But so I know no Fierce Guardianship or cards like that. Gitaxian Pro, Mental Misstep, Force of Will, and a Pact of Negation. Our draw package, we have our Brainstorm, Preordain, Ponder, Git Probe, Faithless Looting, Windfall, Wheel of Misfortune, and Wheel of Fortune. A notable exclusion is our Time Twister. There is no Time Twister in this deck. No sir, no siree. And there are Adnons and Peer to the Abyss. Adnons gets a little problematic for me in this deck because like a Scholar of Ages. And there's another Wizard cycling card which is kind of chunky. But I don't know. Adnons is still good. The CMC is still pretty low in this deck. Our tutor package, we have a Mystical, Vampiric, Imperial, Demonic, Gamble, and then a Step Through, which is a really good sorcery speed Counterspell. Now, of course, it's for the cheap wizard cycling. And the idea is to get some of these wizard pieces to my hand ASAP, which is weird, right? Because you know what's going to happen. This deck is too fast, and all the cute shit that I want to do with like a Scholar of Ages loops with Spellseeker, it's not going to happen because I could just like Black Tutor, Consult, and then step through like a Thassa. So that's probably what happens most of the time. And then an Intuition. And of course, our Demonic Consult and Tainted Pact. Notable exclusion is our Praetor's Grasp. I couldn't find a space for it. This deck is really tight when it comes to card selections for, wizard tribal combos. So key difference, right? Key difference between a Kess deck and a Inalla deck. Inalla is way more cute than a Kess deck. But Kess does have more chins than Inalla. Our rituals, we have a Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Reign of Filth, Culling the Weak, a Burnt Offering, which is a part of our Spellseeker combo, Aetherflux because it's a way to reset a Spellseeker and a couple of other things, right? Spellseeker, Dockside, and Imperial Recruiter, but mostly Spellseeker, just in case something happens to my Spellseeker, I could still pull off the combo. Other removal stuff, we have a Chain of Vapor, Winds of Rebuke, Cyclonic Rift, and then a couple of quote Dockside doublers. We have a Snap and a Geist Wave. Versatile enough to make the cut. And then a little bit of this Reanimator stuff. We have Entomb, Reanimate, OG Unearth, and a Persist, and a Shallow Grave. Another important piece in my Spellseeker Scholar of Ages Loopty Scoopty Whoops. And then a Finale of Promise, which is a really important piece. Like I said, I'm a little too tired and my brain no work anymore to explain the combo, but this is like the most important piece. Again, key difference between Inala and cedh. Inala gets to play cute cards like this. And then our enchantment package, of course, an Underworld Reach, Necropotence, Mystic Remora, and a Ristic Study. Our artifact lineup, Lion's Eye Diamond, which if it weren't for Underworld Reach, this wouldn't be in the deck. Lotus Petal, Chrome Mox, Mox Diamond, Felwar Stone, Arcane Signet, Mana Vault, Mana Crypt, and a Soul Ring. Some notable exclusions are the Grinding Station and Grim Monolith, right? And I think Talismans? Yeah, Talismans are gone too. So, unfortunately, if I get that early Underworld Breach with no wheels, it's going to be a little troublesome to fill up the graveyard. And then for utility, we have a Witchclaw Talisman. Our fetches, our lands, we have all 9 fetches. And you know how it works, right? Always the same. Our 3 duels, our 3 Chakarinos. For this, we just have 1 island and 1 swamp. No mountain. Mountain's never ever important, right? Never important. I guess the reasoning behind that is like a blood moon. Right? If you're gonna get blood moon, then like you're fine. There's your mountain. And then other duels, we have our luxury suite, Morphic Pool. This light, what the heck? Training Center, Fiery Islet, a Cephalid Coliseum, Ancient Tomb, Gemstone Cavern, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, because I'm in like 2 of the strongest colors in Magic, so well worth its slot. Mana Confluence, and the City of Brass. And there you have it. There is Inalla, the Archmage Ritualist in 2021. Cute Grixis deck, right? Maybe too slow for CDH, right? But too strong for casual. But again, if you could just like change some of these combos around, I don't know. And like I said, the Wonderwine Prophet combo is really slow and outdated, but it did get like some support, right? Like cards like Final Parting really helped that combo out. A Final Parting is like a 5 black sorcery tutor that tutors and entombs. So that's really, really cool. So you could just, Entomb the Wonderwine and tutor up the reanimate. Anyway, yeah, that's the deck. Coming up next, do we continue Grixis Strain? I don't know. Maybe a Grixis partner deck? Maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching.